Good morning, Satnam. It's me, Shakti Sundari, and I'm back with you this morning for another reading from the Radiance Sutras, Lauren Rocher's beautiful translation of the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. So I've just completed my morning practice where I often read from a spiritual or inspirational text and then meditate. And that always sets me up for the day, really. If I don't do that, I sometimes feel a little bit off, not having that sense of connection to the divine and to my flow and to my higher self through the rest of the day. And actually, funnily enough, I was reading a really beautiful post by my friend Simon Paul Sutton on Facebook yesterday, where he was saying the very same thing. It's just so important to spend time first thing in the morning to connect in to truth, to our higher selves, to the guidance of the divine, and to get that vibration going within our own being to create the right resonance for the rest of the day in higher truth, in love, in open-heartedness, in connection, rather than what might be the opposite of that. So, yeah, I am ready to read from the Radiance Sutras also as part of that morning practice for myself as well as anybody else who's joining me. So today's Yukti verse number 26. Another invitation to play, to explore, to delight in being alive. Here's the Sanskrit. Hridya Akashe Nilina Aksha Padma Samputa Madhyaga Ananya Cheta Subhage Param Saubhagyam Apnuyat. And I'm going to read it again. Hridya Akashe Nilina Aksha Padma Samputa Madhyaga Ananya Cheta Subhage Param Saubhagyam Apnuyat. I know it's really silly, but I love it every time I read the Sanskrit. I really love it. And here is the beautiful translation. I'm going to take my glasses off, actually, because I always feel like they separate me from you somehow. And I can see the English perfectly well without them. The one who is at play everywhere says, there is a space in the heart where everything meets. Come here if you want to find me. Mind, senses, soul, eternity, all are here. Are you here? Enter the bowl of vastness that is the heart. Listen to the song that is always resonating. Give yourself to it with total abandon. Quiet ecstasy is here, and a steady, regal sense of resting in a perfect spot. You who are the embodiment of blessing, once you know the way, the nature of attention will call you to return, again and again. Answer that call and be saturated with knowing, I belong here, I am at home. So, what a beautiful, beautiful invitation to meditate in the heart, to bring our awareness back and back to the heart, again and again to the heart. We all know, those of us who are waking up, that we are at a time of transition to a heart-centered world, that our consciousness globally is rising from where it's been for many centuries in the Manipura chakra, the third chakra, which is associated with masculine energies, with power over, with domination, with control, with willpower, we're moving away from that and up from that into the heart, which is associated with qualities of feminine energy and being. And here in the heart, there are the qualities of unconditional love, compassion, mercy, forgiveness, receptivity, heart-based connection, the infinite flow and flowering of love. And that is what we are moving towards constantly at this time within our individual beings as well as collectively. And that's why the resurgence of the divine feminine on the planet right now is so important, because she leads the way to the heart, to the connection from sex to heart, from the descent of the mind into the heart. So let's explore these words. The one who is at play everywhere. So I take that to be the cosmic consciousness, the creator, the divine source, whatever or however you conceive of that. The one who is at play everywhere, so everything. Says, there is a space in the heart where everything meets. Everything. Come here if you want to find me. So, so often in our search for love, and I've been writing about this many times, and I was writing about it yesterday, I have looked outside. It's a tendency we all have to look outside ourselves for love, to be met, to feel complete. And yet, that which we seek is within, in our own hearts. And everything meets here. Heaven and earth, masculine and feminine, all levels of being meet in the heart. In the energy system of the chakras, it's the central place. We bring the root Kundalini sexual energy up from below to the heart. We draw down the cosmic consciousness of the divine light from above. They meet in the heart, and that's where the alchemy of divine union within our own being takes place. And actually that alchemy of divine union is exactly what the summer solstice is about, which was yesterday. I forgot to say happy solstice. So that union of masculine and feminine, of above and below, of left and right paths and energies, they meet in the heart. And as this text says, mind, senses, soul, and eternity all are here. Are you here? Is the question. Are you here? And if you're not here, where are you? If you're up here, just in your mental mind being, just notice what that creates in your life. You can drop your consciousness, your mind down into the heart. You can still engage the mind, but from the heart space. If you're down in your sex, notice what that creates in your life. If you're only operating from that lower chakra place, bring the energy up into the heart. Experience what happens then. Enter the bowl of vastness that is the heart. Again, just for anyone who might not be clear on this, we are talking about the energetic heart, the heart chakra, the Anahata chakra, which sits behind the sternum, in front of the spine, between the nipples. So, you will probably have known in your own life the experience of heartache, heartbreak, where you feel a pain right there in your chest, right? That's because you're experiencing it in your heart chakra. At the same time, when you experience perhaps an explosion of love, falling in love, a heart orgasm, as I was talking about the other day, you'll also feel it right there in that space between the nipples, behind the sternum, in the chest. And my own experience is that often that will infuse and flow up into my throat, out across my whole chest, radiating down and along my arms, because there are energy lines, meridians, that connect the heart to the insides of the arms, the hands. And that's why when we heal with our hands, we are channeling heart energy from the heart into the palms and hands. Enter the bowl of vastness that is the heart. This is an infinite space. Listen to the song that is always resonating. What happens if you sit very still, close your eyes and go within, meditate upon your heart and what you hear there? Your heart's desires, the song of your soul. Listen to that melody. Let it guide you in your life. This and nothing else is the truth. Give yourself to it with total abandon. Total abandon. So once again, we're not holding back here. We're not giving a little bit of love or feeling a little bit of love or opening just a crack. Oh no, this is total. Open arms, wide open, diving in with total abandon to this space of love. Yes, it can be scary, I know. But without that totality, the complete experience cannot be had. Quiet ecstasy is here. Do you feel it? And a steady, regal sense of resting in a perfect spot. Oh, how this heart connection lends us a quality of majesty, of divine, regal kingship or queenship. I have this image of us as Shiva king or Shakti queen, resting on a throne, the throne of our pelvis, the throne of our truth, the throne of our own light. There is a dignity to that quality of knowing one's own power, mystery and divinity. It's not an arrogance, but there is a dignity to it. We know our worth. We know our truth. Resting in a perfect spot. And you know, with that I get the image of perhaps sitting on a bench, looking out across a beautiful country scene, or maybe on a beach in paradise looking out to the sunset. But whatever that perfect spot is, we all know that feeling of being somewhere where we're sitting, we're resting, we're gazing out, and we feel utterly at peace with ourselves and with life, and everything just feels wonderful, divine, and perfect. You know that feeling? Well, you can access that anytime simply by bringing your awareness into your own heart center. You who are the embodiment of blessing. You, yes, you. Once you know the way, the nature of attention will call you to return. And remember that. So I forget, you forget, we all forget. Sometimes I get strung out. I send my energy out from here, from myself. I get wrapped up in thinking about others or worrying about other things external to myself. I lose myself. I forget. And then there's this invitation just to come back, come back, come back. Bring the energy back into self, back to the heart, back to my true self, back into the heart. Again and again, answer that call. Keep coming back, cultivate it, master it, and be saturated with knowing. Isn't that beautiful? Be saturated with knowing. I belong here. I am at home. So this home is your eternal home. You are always here. It is always here. Always a safe, nurturing, all-loving, compassionate, perfect spot to rest. Nothing to be done, nothing to be, nothing to prove, nothing to say. It is utterly peaceful here. And here you can rest in the knowing of your true worth, your true dignity, the quiet ecstasy of being one with the one who is everywhere. Thank you for being with me this morning. Enjoy resting in your heart throughout the day. And I'll be back tomorrow with the next sutra from these beautiful Yukti verses. Sat Nam and much love.